What been up? Everything good? Good. Give me a second. Let me get my partner on here. What's up, my boy? What's up, cuz? You about to talk some shit. Some investing. What's up, y'all? Trying to close these, man. You gotta make it happen, man. You gotta close these deals. Can't try. You gotta make it happen. These deals need to be closed, man. We ain't trying no more. We making it happen this year. Let me find my boy. Give me a second. Katie. We'll just do that. What's up, y'all? What's up? About to get started in a few. About to talk some real estate investing. Just let me get my partner on here first. Damn, what this guy at, man? Jay, what's happening? Jay, what's happening? Hey, Jay, we gotta make some moves this year, boy. I know. We definitely gonna make some moves. We definitely gonna make some things happen. Y'all give me a second. What's up, girl? What's up, girl? Yeah, what's this dude at, man? Y'all give me a second, please. Hello there. How are you? What's up, cuz? Hey, what's happening?
Ain't nothing. We back on and popping.
What's happening?
You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Loud and clear.
Yeah. Alright. Got a couple of people on. I had a couple of people waiting on my side, but I don't know. Couldn't get through.
Yeah, I know. I don't like what's going on. I'm trying to get you on, but, it was tripping. Yeah, man. It's kind of what time is it? 9 o'clock? Let's get to it.
You say it's about time, Katie? Hey, man. We trying to get on at a time where we're going to get max attendance. Give out the important information. So, all right, what we doing, Cal? What we talking about? What we letting them know?
We're talking about investment, how to get into investment. We got a few people out there that thinking about getting into investing in real estate, but just don't know how to. And we're going to be providing the information for them.
All right, perfect. So what we got for them? Give me a second. Hey, come on. What's going on? All right, so how we gonna get it popping? Is there anybody out there that want to get into real estate? Not even just real estate, because we're gonna give y'all a little bit about how y'all can invest in real estate and getting money to invest in whatever business you're in, like within 3 weeks. Is there anybody out there? And hello to everybody that's saying hi. Y'all let us know who's trying to get some money or who's trying to invest in real estate.
Hey, your phone look like it looked like it was breaking up a little bit. It looked like it was breaking up a little bit.
Okay.
All right, let's get it popping. All 16 people that logged in. What?
Okay. I take it.
We're listening.
All right, female commentator, what business are you in? Or are you trying to get into real estate? Which one of the two? Or both? See, everybody could be here for a different reason.
Facts.
Well, we know what you're here for, Katie.
Big Ward, what's happening?
All right, we got people that want money. We got people that want to get in real estate. All right, so which one you want to break it down first?
We could do both. We could talk about both.
Oh, yeah, let me pin this real quick.
Hey, I don't know if your signal good, but we could talk about both. We could talk about getting this money for you entrepreneurs out there that looking for funding, and we could talk about. Okay, cool. We're gonna talk about it all, and we're gonna talk about for using you and future investors. You guys is trying to get into investing. For the ones that have the capital and the one that don't have the capital to invest. We're going to touch on both subjects.
Okay, so which one you want to do first, guy?
We could talk about the gaining the capital. We could talk about the capitals right now for the one that don't have it.
Okay. Wait, before that, because I was trying to pin it on here, but I can't since this is your live. Pin the other page for people to follow for future updates. I don't know how to do that, bro. Just put it in the comments, and when it come out, like press on the comment you just did and hit pin. All right, it's gonna ask you. Yeah.
Go ahead, E. Set it off while I do this.
All right. So basically, you said we talk about the funding first.
Yeah, the funding.
All right. So basically, anybody that's interested in getting funding to fund your business or fund real estate, we can get y'all up to 8 times, anywhere from 5 to 8 times your highest personal credit limit. So let's say, for instance, on your personal credit, like your personal credit card, you have, let's say $5,000
limit.
10.
Yeah, well, with a $10,000 limit. Let's just.
All right, let's go 10.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just for the math purposes anyway. So let's say you have 10,000, right? So within 3 weeks, if you have a credit score of 680 or better, you can get anywhere from $50 to $80,000 within 3 weeks, and that's all business credit. That's not on your personal. Of course, you're going to use your personal score to qualify, but it only comes on your personal credit as an inquiry.
Right.
So, therefore, hey, did you pin it? Like it's pinned?
Man, I was trying to. It ain't work, man.
All right. So back to what I was saying. So basically, you can get anywhere from $50,000 to $80,000.
Right.
My highest personal credit. My highest personal credit limit is 27,000. Oldest card is 13.
So even if it's 27,000, they could get up to what, 5 to 8 times.
5 to 8 times that amount, but
right.
Yeah, high class mogul. I know you in finances, so I'm sure you heard of that program before. If you haven't, that's what it is. You just need a credit score of.
Yeah, Wood. It's going to be in business credit. It's going to be in business credit, Wood. You hear me?
Okay.
Let's speak. What's going on? This money going to be business credit, and it's going to be money that's and it's going to be a zero interest for 1 year.
Okay. So basically, yeah, that's it's the 680. Somebody's asking which program. It's a 680 credit score program. Basically, like we explained, all you need is 680 personal credit, but it is going to be counted as business credit. It's going to be on your business account. Well, first of all, what you're going to need is a 680. You're going to need an LLC. The older, the better.
Right.
And that's pretty much it. Yeah, you're going to need an EIN. You're going to need an LLC. If your business credit is high already, there's other programs that...
But they're going to need... If they already have high business credit, but they're going to need at least 15 trade lines on the business credit side. At least 15.
Right. They're going to need 15, at least 15, plus with the different program, every different program is going to have... every different program is going to have a different requirement. So, yeah, you might have good business credit, but with a particular program, they might want to see revenue for X amount of time or, different things. With this particular program, basically all you need is a 680 credit score. And
no,
like I said...
No, you don't have to file taxes. It could be a brand new LLC that you formed 3 weeks ago. But remember, the older, the better.
The older, the better. You're going to get you're going to get qualified, I guess, for more. Because remember, it's between 5 to 8 times. So the longer, the better you're going to get. No, you don't have to file taxes. That's what makes it so sweet. That's the basic requirements. 680 credit score, and you have a business. And let's say, for instance, you don't have 680 credit score. You can get somebody that has a 680 credit score, and you can let them know, hey, listen, it's not going to, it's not going to, affect their credit other than coming up as an inquiry, because that line of credit is going to go into the business bank account. It doesn't even show up on your personal credit as a loan. Or a credit line, I should say, because it's not a loan, it's a credit line. Why does it take 3 weeks? It's just, just like any other loan. It's, it's a closing process.
Yeah.
It's just a process that it can take up to 3 weeks.
Now with this
and
money,
basically,
with this money, you can do whatever you want to do with it. I mean, you can use it as far as funding your business. However, what we're pitching to you guys that's looking into and get into real estate investing. You can use this money to get started yourself. Like you can use this money to really get started in real estate investing. I don't know how strong your business plan or your, whatever you have planned for the money. I don't know how strong it is. Remember, this money got to be paid back, and it is 1 year interest free. So that's the sweet thing about it. So if you're using it on real estate investment, I think that's the safest way to go. But if you want to use it on any other business venture, you can as well. But I just remember, you wouldn't want to take too much risk with this money. You know what I'm saying? But you just need 680 credit score and an LLC to get started.
They're not looking for your bank account. Like I said, that's basically it. It's almost just that simple. Yeah. They're not asking for income, none of that. It's a 680 program. After the 1 year, the rates vary. It would just depend on your credit. It doesn't matter. All you need is one person with the 680 credit score, and you're all good. So
so it could be
whoever have that 680. Yeah, you partner with them, or it all depends how you want to do it. Whether you partnering up, if they're going to co-sign that. Once again, it's under the business. It's going to come up under their credit as an inquiry. And the good part about that is, remember, you're getting this money interest-free for a year. What we specialize in is basically real estate. So let's say, for instance, you get that money to get into a real estate deal. Now, you could be in and out of real estate deal within a couple of months. So let's say, for instance, 4 months. You could get some of that money and do, 3 deals within that 1 year before, and you're paying that money back on the deals, before the year is up. You could get 3 deals basically interest-free. It just depends on it just depends on what you're doing. You want to tell them a little bit about what we got going on as far as on the real estate side?
Matter of fact, Haitian CEO just joined.
That's the boss right there.
That's the boss. Haitian CEO.
Speaking of that, what was it? Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You about to say something? Speak on what?
No, it was just kind of an overthought.
Okay.
But so on the real estate side, what do we got for them? For the people that's interested in real estate.
All right, for the ones that's interested in real estate, we have this one-on-one program where we offering you guys that's looking to get in real estate. For you guys that's looking to get in real estate that have no type of knowledge or no experience of investing or about investing and always wanted to get into it, we could have kind of like hold your hands and actually walk you through the whole process with this one-on-one. We find a property for you, get the property rehab, actually get a tenant in that property for you, collect rent, and the whole 9 yards. Can you break it down for them a little bit?
All right, basically, it's a one-on-one program. I mean, basically, it's all in one.
Right.
I guess you guys will understand that better. All in one. We're going to be doing it in different markets, but let's say, for instance, we have, what's hot right now is Cleveland. In Cleveland, you can purchase a property for, let's say, $20,000 down. The Cleveland deals, you get $20,000 down. You get in-house financing for $500 a month, and there's no credit requirements. So basically, everybody qualifies.
Right.
The total cost out of pocket would be about $27,500, and there is a consultant fee of about $7,500. So it would be $27,500 out of pocket total. And basically what that covers is, let's say, for instance, you have no experience, you don't know what you're doing. Basically, you're getting a turnkey product.
Right.
You're getting a turnkey rental that's going to be a duplex. So that's 2 doors. Let's say, for instance, your mortgage is $500. Well, it's going to be $500 with this particular program, because remember, it's already set at a set mortgage per month, set number. So it's going to be $500. Typically, you're going to get $650 per door, $650 or better, just depending on what's going on and I guess size and all of that. So that's going to be about $1,300 a month, and then you have your. Let's say, for instance, I mean, most people, I know you guys are probably not in Cleveland, but, that doesn't matter, because there's a management company that charges about property management, charge about $100 a month, which is well worth it, because your property is going to be managed while, let's say, you're in Florida, because I'm in Florida. I have property in Cleveland also. So therefore, I don't have to worry about that. Anything I need to know about the property, I call the property managers to find out what's going on. Rents are collected, everything is being paid that way. So basically, that's what's going on. So now you have a property that's cash flowing, and that's what we got going on. So once again, you don't have to be there. Once the property is purchased, the property is going to be rehabbed. So basically, we do it all for you. Property is going to be rehabbed from the ground up. And then once a tenant get in, your property starts cash flowing automatically. And there's some other goodies about that, but, we'll save that for a later date. What all your options you can do with the property in terms of future.
The property eventually, let's say, once you get the property, your property might have a total of $85,000 in equity already. So that's a plus too.
So basically, your all-in cost, just to break it down, would be $65,000. That's $20,000 up front, and you're going to have a balance. The mortgage is going to be like $45,000, which you're paying at no interest, $500 a month. Who does the rehab? We have the construction team based out in Cleveland that does the rehab.
Right.
So basically, like I said, you get it's all in one. It's an all-in-one program. So you're getting the property, you're getting it rehab, you're getting everything done for you. Once it's done, basically, you're a property owner. You get the keys technically to your property. So that's how that's going to work.
The rehab is taken care of. The financing is taken care of. The property management is taken care of. You guys really don't have nothing to worry about. that's why the $7,500 is. That's why it's going to be a total of $27,500. $7,500 is going towards that, and $20,000 is going towards the down payment for the property, and you will have a remaining balance of $45,000 with a mortgage of $500 every month, and within the 3-month period, you might get a tenant, and your monthly rent, you collecting monthly rent, it will be like what, $1,300? Am I correct? $650 for each door, because it is a duplex, right?
It is a duplex, of course, minus the fees, your mortgage. So basically, you're going to gross about $1,300 per month. Any other questions?
Basically, the tenant going to be taking care of the mortgage for you guys, so you guys won't have that problem.
Exactly, and that's the thing. The tenant is basically taking care of that mortgage for you. So you're going to get into a deal where you're automatically cash flow as soon as you get into the deal. The quicker the tenant is located, and the best part of that is using Section 8 tenants. And that's another plus because you're getting your property, you're getting those rents guaranteed. So you're not worried about late payments or whatever. Is it only in Ohio?
Right.
Yes and no. We have other markets that we're getting into, but for right now, what we're doing is we're pushing the product in Ohio.
Right.
I mean, there is Philadelphia. See, it's gonna. Every market is gonna be a little bit different. Every market is going to be a little bit different because let's say, for instance, we had the same thing going on in Philadelphia, but the market in Philadelphia is increasing rapidly.
All right, cool, man. We'll talk to you later. Go ahead, E.
The market in Philly is increasing, and on top of that, the money was actually a little bit more to invest in Philly, let's say, for instance, for a one-on-one program. Because the property is a little bit more now, where you could have bought the shell for $20,000. Now the shells are going for $50,000. So where you might have needed a minimum down payment of whatever, now that number, because the idea is to make it easy for people would, a modest savings to get in the door. If you have cash, you could definitely do that. But we're kind of, targeting people that are trying to get, we're targeting everybody, but some of these deals work for people that, that don't have $50,000 to start. If you got $20,000, there's a big difference between 20 and 50. If you got 20 and it's going for 50, you can't play ball. But if you got the 20, you can play ball. And on top of that, let's say, for instance, with that 680 credit score program, let's say you don't have any money. The great part about that is you could use that program to start buying. How long does it take for the rehab? For the whole rehab process, we're talking about probably a max of 4 months. And finding a tenant, That can take anywhere from, once again, every number is different. I mean, every situation is different, but we're probably talking about, it can take up to 3 months, let's say, for instance, to find a tenant. But once again, if you're targeting Section 8 tenants, then, they always have a list of someone that's looking to rent. So I don't think there's any shortages of Section 8 tenants. It's just going to depend who you want to rent your property out to.
She says, this is actually a great idea because you guys are actually doing all the legwork. It's amazing. Yeah, it is. I mean, you guys don't have anything to worry about. That's what the $500 come in at. We find the property, rehab the property, put the property on the market to get rented out and find a tenant. So you just think your money is just working for you. It's just like I can't say how easy as the process is. It's so convenient, very convenient. You guys your money is just putting away, and to be honest with you, the $20,000 that you guys put in. Let's say, for example, you put in the $20,000, you got the $45,000 balance, and within a year, 6,000 of that will be paid off. And let's say, for example, you wanted to sell your property within that same year. You'd be like, okay, you know what? I'm selling this property. I don't want it anymore. I want to sell it for your ARV on the property is automatic. It's going to be at 150. So you already have over $85,000 in equity if you decide not to keep the property. So that $20,000 turn into what? A little over 85,000. You're not losing. You're not losing at all. So I think it's sweet.
Yeah, I mean, where else are you going to find someone to basically give you a turnkey property that's going to be cash flowing? We're trying to do it a little different with our team. There's so many people involved. You have construction, you have financing, you have credit repair, you have loans, business loans, all of that, all rolled into one. So, it's just not us two, it's a whole team. So that's basically what's going on. And that's the one-on-one, all-in-one program. So we just kind of gave y'all two things that y'all could use to basically change y'all situation. I mean, you think about it. Let's say you have $20,000 sitting in the bank, $30,000 sitting in the bank. How much is that bringing you on interest payments per month? You could take that same money and move it, put it into a working vehicle, because when your money's sitting down, guess what? The bank is using that money to make their money.
Right.
They're using that money to loan out and kill people on the interest, and that you get what? Like 0.01% of whatever they're getting. And they're taking your money. Your money is not sitting in the bank. You take that money, you put it in a bank account. They give you a piece of paper with some numbers on it. That's all you got. And, when's the last time you really went to the bank to get like actual cash? All of that is digital. So basically, you got to keep the money moving. If you don't move the money's going to die, or it's not going to grow, basically. So, and y'all can look up any successful person, they will tell you that. Don't leave your money sitting in the bank. Put it into something that's growing, that's moving. And it all comes back to real estate. Even if you got the money, you want to put it in a business. Yeah, that's cool. But depending on the business, that's risky.
Hey, Herb, we got to talk, man. I got you.
Any other questions? Let's go back. Questions?
Like we said, right now we're working on the Cleveland, Ohio project. We was just in Philly, and now we're moving on to Cleveland. And it's not just going to be Cleveland. We're going to have more. What's up, Shirley? We're going to be working other places as well. Right now, South Florida's out of the picture right now. Y'all already know why.
South Florida, whoever wants to do South Florida, if y'all have a ton of money, that's great. The idea is you want to go into an up-and-coming market to where you can get the property for Miami market, or South Florida market, I should say. North Florida is a little different. It's a little bit cheaper.
Yeah.
But down here, I mean, you get a piece of crap, it's going to cost you $150,000 a bet.
Everybody knows the fundamental. Listen, everybody know the fundamental of investing. Buy low, sell high. So it's simple. You don't want to go to this market, South Florida, right now when everything's like almost at its peak, and try to invest. It doesn't make sense.
Though. Value add is where the real money is. Value add. Could you explain? Manny Sales Pro. Goldie, you trying to invest? Get that credit right, I'm going to get you some money.
Tell them let's get rolling. I think Sheila's trying to get into. Sheila's trying to get into some investment too. My dog Herb is. I know that for a fact.
Everybody could get in. See, that's the thing. The way we got it on lock is, even if you don't have money, you don't have credit. Yeah, definitely. Manny Sales Pro. That's the idea. Why come in? Just like my mentor said, if I know a guy, if I can get a client that's looking to invest $1 million, why would I sell him $1 million property to invest in? $1 million property. I'm going to take him to a market to where he could probably buy 100 properties for that $1 million.
Right.
What does that turn into equity once you put in the work into them and get it? Like, come on, it's crazy. You're gonna have people they're gonna try to spend all of your money. The idea is targeting the markets that's up and coming, and that's what we're doing. That's what the team is doing. Targeting the markets that's on the up. You're looking for the areas that's being gentrified. You know, you get those properties and you rehab them, you get them up and running. Now you have a tenant in. What does that do? That automatically raises the value of the property. Now you have that property, you have a tenant that's paying that mortgage on the property for you. And that frees you up to go do whatever else you want to do. Now, if you want to be a real investor, let's go ahead and give them that, K.I. There's a method, it's called, in short, the BRRRR method. That's buy, rehab, rent, refinance, and repeat. That's how people are becoming millionaires in the game. Now, I've been in real estate on the real estate side as a real estate agent since 2007. And although that information was out there, if you don't know what you're looking for, you'll never find it. And that information, because I always used to wonder, people used to say, hey, they go out, they buy a rental property, and they're collecting the rents on the property, but they're only making a couple $100 a month. And they're thinking, well, let me get this property paid off in 20 years. Then it's going to be freed and cleared. Then it's going to be worth $300,000. But shit, I'm not trying to make $300,000 in 20, 30 years. I'm trying to make $300,000 on the minimum every year.
Right.
So how am I going to work that process? Like, that's why for a long time I thought the buy and hold method was bullshit. I thought it was all about flipping. But because the typical person, you could only buy one, maybe two properties. If you got money, then you could buy a lot of properties. So with the method I just explained to be 4 R's, what you do is you buying the property, you fixing it up, which is the rehab, which is adding value back to the property. You rent that property out to a tenant that's going to be paying for that property every month, that's basically going to be paying that mortgage that you got on the property. Because remember, you have so many different options of acquiring these properties. So now, once you have that tenant in paying that mortgage, then you go back to the bank and say, hey, I want to refinance this property. Now, let me give a scenario with some basic numbers. So you buy a property for, how could I explain it? Let's say you buy it for $50,000. It's going to need $50,000 to rehab. But then the property is going to be worth $200,000 after you rehab it.
Right.
So you purchase the property. We have where you can get a purchase and loan rehab. Let's say, whatever. Let's use that for example. So you purchase the property, and that's the sweet part about that is you purchase the property, they're going to give you the money to rehab the property. Now, they're not going to give you the full money. What is it, like 20% down? So let's say out of that 100, you got to come out with 20,000. Now, this runs it back to that 680 program. Let's say you don't have 20,000 out of pocket, not to get off track or whatever. You have 680, we're going to find you that 20,000 so you can put down to get that property. So let's get back to it. So now the property, you're all in 100,000, just to keep it simple. The property is worth 200,000. So now, once you get it in, you got it rehab, you got it rented, everything's working perfect. Then you go to the refinance part of it, where they refinance, let's say 70% of the value of that property. What is that? Like right. 140? So basically, now you have the property. Remember, we're not flipping. The idea to build wealth is to hold on to these properties. Because while you have someone paying that mortgage off for you, that property is building in equity. So now you're sitting on that property, and like history shows, real estate increases in value. Even when the market goes down, it's always going to come back up. So if you have somebody to pay that mortgage for you, that, you don't have a problem. You just know, you have to know how to leverage the game and don't get in over your head. So anyway, back to the formula. So now you refinance that property. The numbers are a little off or whatever. I could have went a little bit higher. but just for example's sake, now you refinance that property, 70% of that 200,000. Now you paid off that 100,000, which would actually really be 80, because remember, you had to come to the table with 20%. So let's say you pay off that 80 and you just refinance 140. So what's the difference? So that's about 60,000. So now you have 60,000 that you pulled out of that property that you can go out and do the same thing again. You could go get 3 more properties using the purchase and rehab, using that 20% down. So now you got 3 properties, of course, one by one, right? Depending on what, how you want to go about it. But you took out that money, which, remember, of course, now you have a new mortgage, but you have that tenant that's paying it. Right. Because when all else fails, market crash and all of that other shit, guess what's going to be here and always here? People that need to rent property. Because when the market crashed, everybody lost their shirts. You know who didn't lose their shirts? Everybody that had a property to rent out. And what happened to rent? Rent skyrocketed. Rents went all the way up, because now when I had one person trying to rent my property, I got 10 people trying to rent my overpriced 1 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom apartment. So guess what I do? I raise the rents as much as I can, because people are going to pay for it. So once again, when all else fails, you're still going to have the renters market. That's what this is driven by, the renters market. So that was the scenario where you get these properties, you put the money into them, increase the value, refi the property, have the existence. So now remember, you refied it. You didn't sell it, because when you flip, you get the property, you sell it, and now you don't own the property anymore. So yeah, you took that cash. What are you going to do? You're going to go buy some shiny stuff? Or you're going to take that money and put it in the bank? So the bank could use it to make more money? No. Why flip it? I mean, you could flip. Flipping is cool. But just when you're flipping, you have to remember you need which is having assets. If I did 5 deals, and once I'm done with the deals, I have a pocket full of cash, but I have no more assets. Now my asset becomes that cash. Now I'm going to need to do something with that cash to make more money. If I kept those properties, I took some money out of them to buy more. Those properties are working for me while I sleep. So therefore, that's the key to wealth. That's how you build wealth in real estate, not by flipping property. You build cash, and you could get, of course, you're going to make a lot of money, but you're going to be flipping forever. You're going to flip to buy stuff. But with that cash flow, if you need a house, you got all of these rental properties bringing you X amount of dollars per month. Whatever you need, those rentals are paying for it. And on top of that, as they go up in value, if you bought 5 properties at $20,000, and now they're worth $100,000. Let's say you had loans on all $20,000. That's 5. You have $100,000 in loans that you're paying, but you have $500,000 worth of assets. But that's basically what's going on. That's what we're doing. So anybody interested in, getting more detailed info, that's, because everybody's situation is different. Some people have cash saved. Some people don't have cash. The ones that don't have any money,
we can find the money.
Tell you. Yeah, we can find the money, but we're going to tell you what to do or what you need to do to help us help you find the money.
Right.
So basically, if you don't have that 680, it's either you're going to have to wait, get your credit up while we help you get your business in place, set up your LLC, because you're going to need that money. That money doesn't come to you, it comes to your business. We're going to help you find it if serious about getting it.
My bad. I look like it's about to die out, bro.
Wow.
Nah, but on the real though, like E said, man, we're in the year 2019. Everybody's looking to get into something new, trying to change their life around, and this is a perfect opportunity to do so. It's either you have the capital to get in, or you don't have the capital, but you have the credit score to get rolling. But like I said, we're going to hold your hand through the whole process. It's just going to be as simple as that. We're going to find a property for you, rehab the property, and get you a tenant. And eventually you'll be able to, refinance the property to get more property and start the process all over again. Before you know it, you have 5 properties in your hand. And remember, these properties that we getting for you guys is duplexes. So each property come with 2 doors. So you guys.
So basically, yeah. You're getting 2 doors in one. That's 2 rents. You don't want to believe properties. I mean, single family properties are cool, but check this out. If you buy a house, you got a great deal on it, you rent it, that's cool, whatever. And then one day your tenant either stops paying rent or that tenant moves, whatever the case may be, so now there's no more rents coming in. What are you going to do? Now you're going to have to pick up that mortgage out of your pocket. But if you have 2 or more doors, if one door stops paying, usually the way we set up the deals, and in most cases, well, I would say a lot of cases, you're going to have the other door paying the mortgage. I know for a fact in this case, if you lose a tenant, the other door is going to be able to cover that $500 mortgage easily.
Correct.
Easily.
Correct.
So you'll still cash flow, even if you lose a tenant. If you lose a tenant for a month, 2, whatever, you're not going to have to take that money out of your pocket because you have another tenant that's covering your mortgage. But if you had one door, which is a single family house, once that person moves, your cash flow is cut.
Right.
Now you're going to have to dig in your pocket to pay that every month.
What's up,
And that's basically what it is. You want to start with 2 doors. From here, I'm trying to buy apartment buildings. We trying to get more doors as possible in one deal. So, but as long as you're starting off with the 2 doors, you're in the door.
Yeah. The more doors, the better.
Of course. So
the more rent you collect.
That's what it is. The more the property is going to be worth.
Okay. What's up, cuz?
It's just so many pluses.
Like I said, we all gonna set it up for you. If you want to do, just chilling, just trying to give the people some knowledge. We are gonna set it up for you if you are interested in getting to and become an investor. You have our you can DM us and we can go from there. And we'll set up a day where we could sit down and meet, maybe lunch or whatever, and go through the rundown with you. But like I said,
cater to your situation. Everybody's situation is different.
Right.
So we'll figure out what works best for you, and we'll let you know what you could do. What are your options?
So it is what it is. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, my phone look like the battery about to die out, bro.
Hey man, you gotta do something about this. That phone thing, keep it charging with you at all times, man.
I can't keep charge if I try to. I'm always like moving and shaking, and this phone it's hard, bro. Nah, hey, Manny, you know what time it is. We're gonna keep spitting this game. You already know it's all about them doors. You know, eventually we're gonna get them apartment complexes and you know, be multi-millionaires.
Yeah, but listen, it is what it is. All right, K.I., since you're about to die, I think we gave up enough. Well, it's never enough, but we gave out a lot of information. Y'all could keep in touch. Go follow the links. It's green, not black and white. Or we're gonna post it one more time for y'all to follow the page.
Don't be afraid to hit us up and send us a DM there.
Exactly.
But don't think that this is a difficult task to do. It's not difficult. It's just putting your mind to it and making it happen.
Yeah.
What's up, Kim? Hey, Kim, you trying to get into investments? Yeah, so it is what it is. I'm gonna holler at you later. Phone about to die out.
All right. Appreciate everybody that came out and get some knowledge. We gonna keep spitting that info for y'all, and y'all just follow.
Kim just checked in late.
You gonna have to watch. You're gonna have to watch the replay.
She's trying to get into investments as well. She's trying to get into investments as well.
Everybody needs to get in.
Oh, hey, Kim, you missed out on the money talk.
Missed out on being rich.
Yeah, man. Missed out on that money
talk.
You know how to get in contact with us, Kim. Hey, Swab, we'll holler at you. Hey, I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. I gotta leave. But good info. But we gonna get back on this live again maybe tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Chop it up a bit with you guys.
Hey man, we can't split the money.